Hey everybody, Fighting Crypto here once again. And this has been a question that's been driving me nuts. Okay, not driving me nuts, but it's definitely had a lot of my mental capacity intermittently for the last year. Is what crypto is going to be used for the US digital dollar. Really all digital currencies, the CBDCs, etc. Because I'm mostly an RWA investor, right? I mean, I've dabbled a little bit. I have a gaming play, but my main things is reward assets, tokenizations, and really just the banking coins, we'll call it. Because I was always really big on as much as crypto was made for decentralization and no regulation, when you have something that's worth anything from, when Bitcoin was just $10,000, let alone $100,000, that's a crap ton of money. You know that governments and banks and all these large industries were going to want in, and go figure that's what's happening. So I was always in the thought for investing with crypto. I want to follow the money with that. So this question has always been really interesting to me. And I came up with we'll call it a theory. I mean, it is definitely a theory. I can't prove anything, but I can get you to think a little bit on which crypto is going to be used for the US digital dollar. So before I just jump right in to say which one I think it is, because it's probably not the ones you guys think it is. We'll get there in the next 40 seconds or so. I do want to go in first for a little bit about what are we looking for in a crypto for the digital dollar. So initially, I was in the full thought, and I still overall am, that's going to be XRP, Ripple. All right. It hits a lot of the sections and categories I'm going to talk about in a second of what I think that we would look for in a digital dollar for the US. But I'm going to push it aside because I came up with another very strong theory that is not XRP. So though I do think that's what the most likely candidate is for most people. Let's go with a couple other ones, right? Like, I would love for it to be Quant. I don't think it will be, right? Quant is not an American crypto, and I do think that's going to be a requirement for this, right? Plus, Quant, thankfully, for those of us that love Quant, it's probably already kind of got most of Europe, maybe Australia and Japan on theirs, all unofficial, right? But I don't think that's going to be here for the US. It could be H bar. I would love for it to be H bar. I also have that one, big fan, and that's still a possibility, but that's not the one I'm choosing today either. Another possibility is actually not a crypto whatsoever. U.S. government back in, I think it was 2023, made something called Fed Now. It's not a blockchain, but it's compliant with CBDC, a blockchain infrastructure, and they already kind of control that. So that is also a strong possibility, but that is a very boring one. That's not what I want to hear, right? That's not going to do anything for our bags or altcoins, right? So what is it that we would look for in a crypto or a blockchain to make it run a digital dollar for our country? So one, it would have to be trusted and have like a track record, right? I cannot imagine that they would use a new crypto. That's very hard for me to imagine, unless maybe the crypto was built on technology that was already driven and proven before. It's going to need a track record. You're not going to put something so sensitive as the economy on something as a trial, right? So I fully believe it's a crypto that's fully out right now and that we all know about it, heard about it. Has it survived? Has it gone through bear markets? Is there a reason people want it now? Like, has already proven stability with ownership, whether it's from retail, industry, whales, anybody? Is it effective? Like, will it drop transactions? This is probably where not to tease, but Solana's likely out, right? Solana has been known for dropping a crap ton of their transactions when the volume gets too high. And I feel like that's important. Is it scalable? Can it grow? Because the goal, I mean, there's going to be more money printed out, even digital money, right? So whatever blockchain or blockchain-like systems use, it has to be scalable as time goes on. And then price or worthwhile to use. It can't cost dollars at a time to send $3 over a transaction. I mean, the gas fees and affordability matters, whether it is getting around gas fees, bridging, anything like that. But I really feel like those requirements kind of have to be there. Right. So did I miss any? Like, is there any requirements that you think, oh no, it has to be this too, or screw the idea of being scalable? Like, what are your thoughts? Please tell me in the comments below. So also, who do you think I'm going to pick? All right, you guys got 5 seconds to put in the comments below who do you think I'm going to pick as the token that's going to run the entire digital dollar. And you can also pause it so you have time to click the like button, subscribe. That'd be great. So full transparency as I get into this one, I do not own this crypto. I've looked at it a couple of times. I think it's going to be Ethereum, guys. I really do. Now, I don't know if that's what you guys were expecting me to say because I kind of cross off a lot of the other big ones, but in all reality, I think it's going to be XRP or Ethereum. Those are the two I have it down to. I think most people have thought about XRP. Let me go ahead and tell you about why I think it's going to be Ethereum. I know I just listed these reasons, and there should be a glaring one, gas fees. Dude, what are you talking about? Let's go one at a time. All right. So the reason why I think it's going to be Ethereum is one, let's just kind of hit everything. Scalable. Ethereum's been proven to be incredibly scalable. It's also inflationary, which we usually use that as a negative term. But realize if it's inflationary and there's some kind of control as to how much Ethereum there is, how much it's being used, that's a plus for an economy. They want some control. Right. So that is certainly a positive. Industry already loves it. Ethereum's been proven to be able to use vast amounts of, we'll call it blockchain space, a lot of transactions. It has, I think, the highest TVL. I mean, it certainly has. It goes up and down with it. People like Ethereum. It is great for large projects, right? Banks already use Ethereum, or at least on layer twos and interoperability on Ethereum, which is also their way around the gas fees component, right? There was a whole narrative called layer two that was made to make Ethereum worthwhile to be able to run. They could use something like Chainlink, American Crypto, to help out with interoperability to drop costs. It's all very feasible, guys. And the more I think about this, the more realistic I think it is. Realize in the last several months, multiple times a week, both Trump Jr. and Trump Sr. has been buying Ethereum by the millions. Why? Brought this up a few times, and I think this very well could be the answer as to why. It would make sense. We know that they're going to buy on the front end before they do big news. All right, this happened. Good, bad, and different on your opinion of it. Sticking with the facts on it. Right, the meme coin, the Trump meme coin. Right, this was a purposeful thing. They bought everything up for it. Likely bought Solana for it. President Trump announced about the crypto summit on a Sunday when markets were closed. Like, this is all market manipulation, and there's rhymes and reasons for doing things. And why would they be buying so much Ethereum right now and still being able to try to control the price? Ethereum's got great smart tracks capability that really helps out with programmable money features like automatic tax collections, conditional payments. It's already in there with compliance and regulations. Again, smart contracts are pretty easy to move with that. Again, many major institutions, banks, corporations, even the US government's already experimenting with Ethereum in some kind of extent. JP Morgan's Onyx blockchain. A few of my subscribers have even talked about Onyx before. Or the European Investment Bank, EIB, has used Ethereum for financial transactions. It's already kind of happening, being used, guys. And it's not new for Ethereum-based projects with the US government. The interoperability between ERC-20, ERC-4337 allows a lot of easy integration with already existing DeFi protocols, banks, all the payment systems. It could easily be made to go in with the ISO coins without too much difficulty or reprogramming. It can be upgraded pretty easily. It's been transparent. It's been already fully trusted. And even with the gas fees, right, we kind of already hit that one. Their main competitors are tiny, and I can't really foresee the U.S. government picking a small crypto because then they want it manipulatable but not volatile, right? And then lastly, think about in terms of if you want to keep it worth something, or right, Bitcoin is digital gold, right? At least that's what we call it, and we can probably back that up pretty easily and well. So the second largest crypto, Ethereum, we have called it before, not as frequently, but digital silver. Does this make sense to you guys? If they go ahead and use digital silver, because no one's going to use Bitcoin, you want to go send a transaction through a Bitcoin blockchain, 30 minutes later, you might get it, right? But Ethereum being digital silver, it's already bought by a lot of industry because they use it. Not as much government agencies and everything yet, but banks certainly. So if this gets announced and they use Ethereum, digital silver, it's now going to almost force banks, industry, and countries to buy far more Ethereum. You guys were looking for a catalyst. Why is Ethereum not moved yet this bull run? And it's vastly underperformed. This could be the answer, guys. I know it's going a little conspiracy theorish, but does any of this not actually make sense? And I might be single focused, so that was not a rhetorical question. If any of this does not make sense, please tell me in the comments below so I can kind of fix my mindset on this one to see if I need to throw out this theory or not. But it seems very solid to me. Again, if more countries, government agencies, banks buy more Ethereum, raises the price, it's going to make it even more stable to where it could go up to close to where Bitcoin is. And that all seems like something that if I was running a CBDC, I would want. So by no means am I dead set on this, guys, but the more I think about it, the more I kind of believe it. So could it still be XRP? Yes, it could. I think XRP is going to be used. I very much think it's going to be used for some part of CBDCs. I still think Hedera is. There's going to be several other players. This isn't a one-person job. But what's going to be the main one? I haven't heard if too many other people are really pushing this one. It's not a sexy thought right now. Give it a couple of months. I'm thinking it's going to be Ethereum, guys.